Yo, hi, Vanna Chelsea. Aye. What's going on, people? Welcome back to League M for another video. News coming out from the Chelsea camp that there are problems at the top.
Oh my God!
What's new about that? It is reported that there are some disputes at the top. The bosses are not seeing eye to eye and are looking to buy each other out. And we do know that they haven't been seeing eye to eye for a while. That's, a known fact. And now reports are coming out that the beef is on how the club should be run, essentially, with the recruitment structure, building the brand of the club, so on and so forth. Basically just on how to take the club forward. And apparently Todd Boehly is the one with the reservations. Now, initial reports stated that Todd Boehly was considering selling his shares, but now new reports have come out stating that Todd Boehly actually wants to buy out Clearlake and vice versa. Now, Clearlake don't want to sell, and they actually want to expand their hold on Chelsea, and we're on the brink of a civil war, so to speak.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Saga after saga after saga. Can never have a normal day at this club. Now, my 2 cents on the whole issue, and I think every Chelsea creator and everyone affiliated with Chelsea will agree upon, is that it's just better if we have one head rather than to have multiple who are going to have different ideas on how things should be done, and ultimately the ideas conflicting. This is why we're here in the situation at this point in time. The big question is, who is the one I'm backing? Who is the one who should be backed anyways? Who is the better fit to be at the helm of Chelsea Football Club? And my answer to that is, what does it matter? Because if you actually deep it, Todd Boehly and Behdad Eghbali are 2 sides of the same coin.
What do you mean by that?
At least that's the way I see it. Both are businessmen. Both are in the business of making the club profitable. Both are in the business of making money from the club. Both want the Chelsea brand to expand. And believe it or not, both want the club to be successful on the pitch as well. They just have different ideas as to how to go about this thing. Because on the one hand, Todd Boehly, from him I got the impression of wanting to continue essentially where Roman left off, buying established players to help us to be competitive in the present, as seen with the first window in the Boehly and Clearlake capital era, with the acquisitions of Raheem Sterling, Kalidou Koulibaly, Marco Correa, Wesley Fofana, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, while also looking at bigger names to bring to the club, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar. But you cannot tell me that those acquisitions won't be to expand the brand as well, for just the brand value and for shirt sales, ticket sales. Everyone would have wanted to go to the stadium to see Cristiano Ronaldo play, or Neymar in a Chelsea shirt. Me personally, I would have went above and beyond if I lived that side. If Neymar was at the club, I'd buy a season ticket, bro. I'd buy his shirt. You understand. So that was also a brand thing. That was also, just to create buzz around the club. And the buys from that first window were more misses than hits. But I believe that he meant well, that his heart was at the right place. And he just wanted us to continue from where we left off, because at that point, our Champions League win was a year prior. And obviously, the buys were going to get better. The buys were going to get smarter when the structure now was in place. I will say that at face value, he does give an impression of caring about the club winning on the pitch. That I will give him, because he's always present in games. He's always repping the Chelsea merge. He gives the vibe of, connecting. He wants to connect with the fans. I really want to liken him to Roman Abramovich in that light. He's always present. My gripe is that he backed Pochettino. Lol. So he loses points there for me. I'm not going to talk about the players that he was, because I do not know. I do not have that information. I'm sure, it's just a quick Google search away, but this is not what the video is for. At face value, he does seem like he cares more about the club than the likes of Behdad, Eghbali. But do not underestimate how Behdad Eghbali cares about the club and wants the club to be successful, because he has done incredible things to help us. As much as Eghbali and Clearlake, the approach from them is more business-minded, more profit-focused, with acquiring assets that are going to grow in value in order to be sold on a profit. All these 18-year-olds you see us buying on a yearly basis, making the club recruit to be more competitive in the future rather than in the present. Buying players who have world-class potential, who are going to grow and develop into outstanding players. That whole shtick. Most of the young players that you see at the club, Eghbali and Clearlake, the structure that was placed by them, they're responsible for that. But that's not a bad thing, because when you look at the players at the club now, in the squad now, involved now in our current squad, such talented players that we have acquired under this ownership, who's to say that we cannot be competitive now under the right coaching? And as time goes on and they do grow and develop, who's to say that these players, this current crop of players, cannot help us attain success? Let me know in the comments. We cannot be looking at this team and the squad and think, oh no, they're trying to turn us into Brighton. I guess that would be the case, given that some of the players that we are buying, they are not players who are going to help us now. Looking away from our current squad, yes, buying players and flipping them for profit, even the current players aren't really, I wouldn't say that they are safe unless they perform very well, unless if they don't, then they are going to be sold, whether it's at a profit or at a loss. But you cannot look me in my eye and tell me that this squad we have now cannot compete. Under the current manager that we have, looking at the football that he wants to play, that we cannot be competitive. You cannot tell me that.
Oh, nah, dog. Come on, man.
And I think Eghbali was the one responsible with getting the deal for a certain Enzo Fernandez over the line, as well as being chief negotiator for some of the deals, important deals that we've gotten over the line under this new ownership. So you cannot say that this man doesn't care, or whether or not we win off the pitch makes no difference to him. Because I think ultimately both parties want Chelsea to be great on and off the pitch, whether it's to make money or to attain trophies and attain glory. Both these guys want that. And the fact is, and I think they also know this, the best way for Chelsea to be profitable, if they really want to make money, the team must win on the pitch. I think it only makes sense. Otherwise, why buy a club as big as Chelsea in the first place? Because if they were just in the business of making a profit, buying players, developing them and flipping them for profit, they would have invested in a Brighton or a Bournemouth or an RB Leipzig, those clubs. So personally, I'm fine with either or, even though I'm leaning more towards Boehly, because at face value, he's just present. He feels like a real owner. And I don't think if Boehly is to buy out Clearlake or become the majority shareholder, that the strategy would just change immediately. Obviously, it'll take time. I think things will just continue as is with the current players that we have. I don't think there's a need to make any acquisitions, unless maybe players are sold, because I think at this point in time, the current squad is good enough to be competitive under the right coaching. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. You guys, let me know your thoughts on the whole situation in the comment sections below. Who would you rather have at the helm? What do you think of everything that is going on? Let me know in the comment sections below. And yeah, please do not forget, if you're new, to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Keep it in.